What is up, YouTubers, gamers, and fellow hobbyists out there? Welcome to On the Bench with Pete, the series that you put on in the background whilst you do some hobbying or painting and do it along with me. Now, this is a kind of a difficult one for me to do because, as you may know, my eyesight is not what it should be. I've optic neuritis in both eyes now, and that's very disconcerting. What it means essentially for this is I can't even see you on the screen. I can barely see the camera lens, so apologies if I look a bit weird or whatever. So I figured let's try and do something, because I can't go however long it's going to be, when I recover. Say it's 10 weeks. I can't go that long without doing some hobby. I know I can't paint like I was doing, I was doing the writing in the book there. And there's just no way I can do stuff like that at the moment. But I can possibly do simple things like put some models together that I got, some 3D printed ones, maybe a bit of priming. We'll see how we go. At the end of the day, if priming is the most I've done, then it's an easy fix if I need to put it right. Okay, let's get to the bench. Before we do though, get your glues, brushes, models, paints, whatever you need, because I don't know how long this is going to be. I'm going to have to use my microphone to try and ascertain the time on it, how long I've been going for. I've got loads of lights on here and it still seems dark to me, and I like sun coming through the window as well, so if this is a complete hash, then I do apologise, but I'm having fun. Hopefully it will help me relax, which is essential for healing, right? So let's get to the bench and we'll talk some more. Right, I don't actually know what you can see on the bench. You're going to have to bear with me. I've got some coffee. So I'm looking at things, what can I do that, I can't screw up too badly. And I got this 3D printed raft the other day. I don't know if you can see that. You can probably see it. I cannot. I can see there's an object in front of me. It's just dark at the moment and shadows. I did paint it brown before I went off with, or took a little bit of a hiatus there. I can't be away from the hobby too long because it's part of me, even though I'm just talking about it. And I've got a lot to talk about, particularly with Zombicide 2nd edition. Now I've decided to get into that. Oh man. We'll talk about that in a bit. So I got that. I got this sail to do, which is for the raft. I can prime one side of that at least. Got another figure to prime here. Another female pirate figure, which is cool because I got this other one I started. Not much to do on that one. I got this dude from the Heroes box sets, the Revolution. I'm just not able to do things like that right now, but we'll see. And I got these dudes here. I ordered these 3D prints. I can't even remember what they are. I think they're sci-fi civilians. I can't really remember. Must be 5 of them because there's 5 bases here. Maybe at least I can tidy them up and put them on the stand, if nothing else. Maybe I can do that. I don't know. Don't know how far I can go, what my capabilities are. Alright. What should I start with? Well, I guess I should start with these dudes. Civilians. Yeah, 32 mil. I don't know. It could possibly be used in Alien, if that's the case. I'm collecting miniatures for that RPG in 32 mil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's 5 figures here. Apologies, I'm going to miss loads of flash. Apologies for that. You know, don't take it out on me too much. I've got to break up these bases first. I mean, I'll put glasses on for all the good it will do. Now, the problem with optic neuritis is it's like glary lights, like I can't see detail. I can see that her feet are joined. Oh, is she barefoot? I can't tell. I think she might be. Not sure. I'm gonna try taking the flash away from her feet. She may be. Oops. See, that's a problem now. I've broken her foot. Well, all right, okay. I forgot it's not plastic, is it? Not in the sense I'm used to. So what I'm gonna need is some super glue. I don't know if I've got any here actually. Do I own any super glue here? I'm gonna have to move the camera. Well, no, I might not have to move the camera. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, do this without moving the camera. Well, that's a good start, isn't it? Break the first miniature you come across. Well, can I look at any positives on this? Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe look at it like if anyone out there gets a similar issue, maybe don't do what I've just done. Gotta watch the fumes from super glue. I have to say, I'm not a fan. Not a fan of super glue. Plastic glue, I love that. Right. I get a bit of glue on there, right? Okay. Right, so I've glued her foot back on. I'm going to have to leave her to dry and then be very, very careful with everything else I do. My goodness. Plastic miniatures are so much nicer than resin ones, I think. Oh, I can't really see this detail here. So you're not going to see any fancy modelling stuff this session, I'm afraid. I'm just aware I haven't been able to do it on the bench for some time, and I feel like I'm missing out. You know, I'm definitely missing out in terms of the relaxing. I can't even see if I'm doing a good job, but it's not great, I have to say. Isn't great. Well, at least I got my coffee right. I was going to get a brighter light for in here actually. You can get 200 watt LEDs. This is 150 watt LED at the moment in this room, plus the lights I got on my bench. I know for filming purposes you need it brighter than your eyes need, really. But yeah. Right. So try not to break anything. That'll be a good start, Pete. Try not to break anything, you know. If you can help it, that'd be good. Looks like he's carrying something. From what I can tell. Just plonk him on one of these bases. Yeah, I don't think this is I mean, I can always tidy up. After the fact. Now. Now, if I hold his foot there on this base, he just might take. He has a little bit. So, I don't know what they are, whether they're like spaceship crew or what they are. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think they're the best detail resin miniatures you can get, which makes this whole process that much harder. I'll tell you. I'll put him down. I'll tell you about Zombicide. Right, I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. I got my Never Missing the Chance to Dance cup today. Hey. Now, I recently obtained Zombicide Second Edition core box set. I'll tell you the story of Zombicide. I love Zombicide. I absolutely love it in all its formats. I've got Zombicide. I've got Toxic City Mall, which I think was my second or my first expansion, like my second purchase of it. And I got Prison Outbreak. Excuse me. Rue Morgue or whatever it's called. And I've got some add-ons. I've got the Murder of Crows. I've got I've got dogs. You know, and extra stuff like that. And then second edition, because I bought I got the Invader one as well, and the fantasy one, like the Black Plague one, and you know, I got all that, and they have the trays, you know, for the character cards. And I thought, that's brilliant. That is brilliant. So much easier and better than the flat cards they had in first edition. So, and at that point, I'd played more games of Zombicide than I can remember. You know, I've played it to death. But I think there's some good nuances to the second edition. So I really do. So I'm trying not to put too much glue on here. Yeah, I I played it to death. Not that I was fed up with it at all. No, not by any stretch of imagination. I got the Invader one as well. That's like the space one. Love that game. And I got the fantasy one now, Black Plague or whatever it's called. I can't remember. And the whole thing with the tiles, I was like, wow, that's brilliant. And then I saw that second edition. Well, one that had tiles, obviously, because it's better. And you get an extra wound to start with the characters. You start with 3 wounds as opposed to the 2. Well, that's good. That's brilliant, you know. And I saw those other rules, and the zombies are a bit different. And I suppose they've taken feedback that they got from the first edition, incorporated it into the second edition. Fair enough. And plus, there's expansions, or there's things you can get to amalgamate your first edition stuff into second edition, right? And I thought that's really good. That's really cool. Yeah. And I just wanted to. I don't know. I suppose I thought, well, there's a new version of it. I'd rather play the newer version if I'm going to play it. So I kind of not fell out of love with it, so to speak. I just found other stuff to play, you know, that was more newer or piqued my interests more. I can't remember how it came about, second edition. I know I got my friend into Zombicide, and he bought it. It was obviously second edition. He loved first edition. We played it. He came down to where I used to live at the time, Plymouth. When he came down from like Liverpool, he always wanted to play Zombicides. Fair enough. It would take me like a whole day to set up or something. And we play. I filmed a few games because we had like a zombie night. We used to have a games night. As a family, we had a games night. And then we had a zombie night when we used to play Zombicide. We used to go out into my old studio. Do you remember that? We used to play Zombicide till it got dark, basically. And that's brilliant, you know. That's good. And now we've moved to Seaton, my wife and I. It's just my wife and I want to get back into Zombicide. I mean, we do have visitors quite a bit now. Our daughter comes up on a fairly regular basis. My brother-in-law's starting to come up now as well on a regular basis. I mentioned about the game to him. You know, I don't know if it's his thing or not. I think he's willing to give it a go. That's all you can ask of anybody, isn't it, right? Well, I'm putting these dudes onto a basis. I'm not really able to tidy them up well. This orange colour is a bit off-putting. Doesn't make it for the easiest. Yeah, I don't think the detail's that great on it. I think it's a bit... I can't remember what the word is, but you know, it's just a bit soft, the detail. You know what I mean. And right, so if nothing else, I've got them out of their box and their bag, and I've glued them to their respective bases, or to the bases that came with it, you know. And that is all one can ask. I was hoping to do a bit more than that. I mean, maybe if I prime them. Well, I don't know what colour to prime them. A dark colour or a light colour. That's the thing. That is the thing. I don't know, man. I've got a grey. The only trouble with grey is you got to watch your bubbles, and as I can't see too great, you know, it's like, I don't know. I just don't know. How long have I wasted so far? 21. What? 21 minutes? Did you see that? See how fast time goes on these anyway. So I don't think I'm going to be struggling for things to do. So I've done them. Now on this miniature here, not quite sure what to do the base. Well, I can pop her onto a lid. One of my lids that I collected back in Plymouth. Now what I'm thinking is some plastic putty around the edge. That might work. Just have I got, where did I put it? Plastic putty. Thought I put it somewhere. Maybe I did. Ooh, bear with me. Glaze medium surface primer. Airbrush thinner. Well, my plastic putty has to be out somewhere. It's got to be out. Can't be anything else. Oh, is that it there? Plastic putty. There we go. See, that's how bad my eyes are. Right in front of me, and I can't see it. So hopefully I don't mess this up. I'm just going to put some plastic putty on the edge, just to build the lip up, so it's the same level basically. I don't know. I think I prefer plastic putty. Well, I do prefer plastic putty to green stuff. I just as a medium. Right. Now, so for Zombicide, my plans all hinge on my eyesight getting better, obviously. If they don't, I don't know, I'm kind of screwed. I probably would have to find another hobby. I don't want to mess this up too much here. I mean, this is for my role-playing games, you know, this figure here, because I've got an idea. Well, I know what I want to do in my next campaign, fantasy role-playing, so, yeah, I don't want to mess it up, so just wait for that to dry then. Well, I've got this model to prime. And then this model to prime on one side. I can't do both sides. That's just a shame, right? I'm just trying to bend the sword. I suppose I could try and obtain a lid to pop this miniature onto. Oh, I found a DVD the other day that I was looking for. Been looking for it for a few weeks now. And it's Jaws. you know, the original Jaws, classic movie. Because I want to do a review on my other channel, and I was looking for it, and I thought, I'm sure I've seen it. You know, moving and unpacking. You go through all the DVD boxes. It's not in any of them. I'm like, I'm sure the house elves moved it, and then they put it back. Excuse me. Because I was looking for it for a while. All I'm doing is, by the way, I'm just rubbing the end of the sword here to try and make it warmer, and then hopefully when it cools down, it'll be a bit straighter. But yeah, so that's what I was doing, looking for Jaws. And I'm going to do a video on Jaws on my other channel, on Pete's Media Reviews. So I haven't done one on there for a while either. I'm loving my memory lanes these days. I might be able to do some more videos like that. I mean, truth be told, they're not hobby videos, but they are rooted in my history, and just by doing them, I'm creating. I'm kind of making a record of my own history, as it were. If that makes sense, right? So, Mon Capitaine. Thinking in the future, maybe I can prime this model in grey. The other model I got, the pirate woman lady, is metal. Right, so that's that. I'll use this brush again. This is a W-Lot size 3 brush. You know, it's a bit knackered. It's ideal for priming. The smaller models here, right. Hopefully I won't screw this up, because all I'm doing is priming. You know, I long for the days when I'm going to be able to paint properly again. I just long for that, you know. Unfortunately, this is like a grey on grey, so whether it's going on or not, that's anybody's guess. I don't know. But we're trying. I mean, the thing with primer is it doesn't have to be like... Oh, that's my phone. It doesn't have to be like 100% coverage or anything, you know. You don't have to worry about that like you do with like a base paint or anything. You're literally just giving the model something for further model pigment substances to adhere to. She's got a hat and a feather, so that'd be quite good. And I'm doing the light colour because, you know, they're going to be like featured in my role-playing game. So with that in mind, they're obviously going to be main characters or main villains, who knows. But I thought female pirate kind of cool. I think it's cool anyway. Yeah, that is cool. Right, so I think that's it. Yeah. Now get to paint the flag. Oh man. Well, and the crossbeam for the mast, I suppose. It's been a very stressful day at work today. And a lot of it is due to me not being able to see the screen very well. So I'm trying to mitigate this by different things right now. Obviously I'm zooming in on screens when I can. I've got brighter light in the area where I'm working right now. And I'm looking into getting a computer screen magnifier. Right, because I've got the one for like reading to help me. It's a bit like that. It can give you up to, I think one of them is 3 times the size. I mean, that's all I need with stuff that I'm working with, because sometimes very difficult to see, very difficult. It's a lifesaver sometimes. You need to be able to see to read. You just need to. We got one of our colleagues off on holiday at work, which is always more work for everybody else. And one of my other colleagues at work was held up with meetings all day, and my other colleague was in training all day. It's like, oh man, I feel like I'm on my own now today. There. That's not bad. And I haven't wasted anything, which is good, because... Oops, wrong one. Just wash that brush out. That's awesome. Washing it with the soap, because there. Now, looking at this raft, it's going to need a dry brush, a lighter brown, methinks. We got here Blood Reaver Flesh. No, that's about the same colour. Gold Faggot Brown. That looks more like the ticket. It's a dry paint too. It's quite a light brown, and to be honest, there's not a lot I can screw up with this one, but we'll see. We'll see. This is a nice looking dry paint. Right. Just trying to dry brush the mast. The little bits like logs at the bottom there, kind of like the support for it. That's cool. This is what dry paint should be like. Some of it's really hard and really dry. Makes me wonder if it's actually meant to be like that, or whether it's just like kind of dried out in the pot. I suspect it's sometimes it's dried out in the pot. The only thing that makes me disbelieve that across the board is that certain paints, every pot of that colour, like every pot of, say, Dragon Grey is the same. It's thick as anything, and not very nice. dry brush. You don't get a lot of paint on the small dry brushes, that's the problem, I think. It doesn't help that I can't see very well right now. Yeah, I think that's going to be my lot on that one. I don't want to go ape on a raft. That doesn't make sense. And this is it's quite sad really. This is the extent of the painting I can do right now. So, you know, a bit of priming and a bit of dry brushing on a larger object. But you know, get what I can, right? Get what you can when it comes to hobbying. Get what you can when you can. I mean, I'm happy just sitting here in this room, really, inhaling my joy. This is still my sanctuary. I think even more so now than it even was in Plymouth, you know. Sometimes there I just go out and sit amongst my stuff and relax. Well, that's good, because this sail could probably be done with the speed paint. I don't know. Well, there's not really much in the way of highlights, but do a speed paint and maybe a glaze. I don't know. Ooh. So every little helps. Every little helps. So I might be able to pop these onto some holders. Let's see. I'm going to push it. There's 5 of them, right? So maybe I could put it on there. I don't know. It's a nice big holder, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, there you go. Look, and 1 spare. Cause you never know. You never know. These are the lids of Dr. Squatch roll-on deodorants. If you don't know what Dr. Squatch is, shame on you. Right, so I'm gonna try. There we go. Like so. Might be able to put. See, with these, possibly use these in contrast or speed paint. Possibly, he says. Yeah. I don't think I've got any other holders that size, but that is an awesome size for them. Absolutely brilliant. Right. Put them there. Yeah, I think if the detail was better, I'd go traditional painting, but with these, I don't think they're worth it. I'll just wham bam, thank you ma'am, these, and move on. They don't seem the best of quality. I got them on eBay, so you know, what do you expect? You know, you can't expect miracles. think I'll prime them white. That's how much contrasty I think it needs to go. And if they come out crap, well, I think if I ask Mrs. Minnie Orson for an honest opinion, she'll tell me. Are they? I say, are these crap? You know, I need to know. Am I wasting my time? Right. So with that said, I'm going to look for a white primer. As in Blanco white, yes. Don't know if there's any left in that big one. But I do have some in the smaller one. So I'm just shaking these up right now, just doing that. Ooh. Nearly caused the spillage there. Almost. Next thing is what brush? Maybe this crappy brush here. You know, because... oh, man. I'm just gonna contrast / speed paint these to death, because can't be doing with it. I think you can get metallic speed paints now, I think. By the way, if I'm doing really crap with this, I do apologise. I can't see. There we are. May have to do the bases black. Yeah, thinking about it. Because metallic doesn't really go well over a white. It goes better over a black. Well, there's one. We're at 45 minutes, so I think I've reached a goal to be able to do this. And this brings my on the bench numbers up. Oh, the foot's still broken, I see. Well, we'll have to fix that at a later date. Get the primer on for now, if I can do it without breaking it further. Okay. Same rule applies though. The bases are going to be done in black. Right. Okay. Yeah, I think for my eyesight, models, 25 or 28 to 32 mil, they're gonna have to be flipping awesomely detailed, and these are not that. These are quite poor, but you know, maybe I can just, you know, paint them up for like cannon fodder, NPCs, you know, that kind of thing. But it must mean the figures for Zombicide are really good if they look good to me. You know, they look good to me, so they must be awesome. I'm excited to be able to do another video as well. I haven't done an on the bench one on the beach for quite some time. When I'm back properly, whatever capacity that is, well, you know, that will be a good day. But, oh, I need to paint. If only I could be painting, seeing what I'm painting properly. Yeah. This is good. Right. See, it's just zoom done. Doesn't seem right to me somehow. No. Still, we are doing hobby, right? Or I'm doing some sort of hobby. Can't tell if it's any good or not, but hey, doing hobby. Doing hobby. Yeah, I think you can get metallic speed paints now. That'd be good. There. I think that's all I can paint, well, prime today. That's the first time I've done anything in quite some time though. I've got that white's nearly done. You know, we did some good stuff here, all told. Altogether, we're on about 8 different pieces, or 9 counting the raft. So yeah, that's pretty good. I'm okay with that. So I think what we'll do is because I can't really do anything due to my eyesight, I'll have to turn the camera around and finish my coffee with you guys. But Zombicide 2nd edition, so yeah, I'm excited. But the excitement is killing me. Let's just come back to me a minute. Yeah, so as I was saying, Zombicide 2nd edition. I'm excited. I've got to try and read through the rules. I've got one of those magnifying glass light things to try and read it. It's not easy. It gives you a headache trying to read when it's not easy to read. It's yeah, it's one of those things. Anyway, finishing my coffee and we'll talk some more. It's actually a decaf because it's a bit late in the evening. You know, don't want to be peeing all night and, you know, work tomorrow and stuff. So I'm doing this on a Thursday evening. My wife's talking to our daughter on, you know, like FaceTime or whatever, and catching up. And I just thought I'd use this opportunity to catch up on a bit of hobbying or try to put together a video. I think I've coupled this video together as best I could. What to call it? Zombicide 2nd edition. Zombicide 2E. Yay or nay? No, I don't know. Zombicide 2E, my excitement. because I'm very excited for it. Or shall I, call it struggling? I know he wants to watch a video titled "Struggling." You can see that I'm struggling. Ah, yeah. Let me see what time of day it is or what time of evening. It's 8:45. 8:45 in the evening, so I don't suppose my wife will be too much longer on the phone there. I can't read text, so don't text me, can't read them. Yeah, so thank you for that. It's very frustrating not being able to see. I mean, I don't know. I could recover my eyesight back to as where it was, and look at these and go, oh wow, they're actually pretty good. You know, pretty decent. But to me here now, if I compare them along side by side, like a Reaper Bones miniature and these 3D prints, a Reaper Bones one kicks ass. You know, yeah. Oh well, you live and learn. That's what I say. What do you expect for eBay 3D prints? Huh? What do you expect? Well, like I say, they've given me some cannon fodder. We're at 53 minutes. Not bad, respectable. There's a respectable on the bench I've done here today. So, you know, hope you got stuff done as well. I tried my best, guys, and keeping it on camera as well, you know, especially when you can't see it. And I keep using that excuse, but it's hard when you can't see. It's difficult, yeah. So, yeah. There are more unboxings to come. I just haven't got the time to do them. It's only that I thought, ooh, I'll have a good chunk of time here to do on the bench. I'll have a couple of hours at least to sort my bench out and do an on the bench video. So I thought, yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, I hope you got a load of stuff done. I'm just happy to have got some stuff done. Even that, like putting them together and priming them, it's something I won't have to do later on. And I'm not, so I could go back and tidy them up a bit if I want to. Judging by the, soft quality of the detail, and I'm probably not going to bother. I'm just going to whack some speed paints on them and call it a day when I'm able to, of course. And that's that. I haven't been able to touch the other models I want to finish, like my giant toad for D&D. I mean, that's just awesome. That is awesome. I want to be able to get that done. There's so many things I want to get done. But when I start painting Zombicide, I'll lay all the miniatures out on the desk, on this paint desk, and I'll clear off some of the stuff so I've got a bit more room, and so that light can filter through easier. I mean, I might take some of the pots off with the brushes in, just so that I've got a bit more space to lay out my miniatures, because that is going to be very much a production line type of painting system going on there. And judging by some of your comments, there's definitely going to be some speed painting involved, but I'm also going to be using traditional methods as well, probably more so on the characters than the zombies, although the abominations might get a little bit more love. We'll see. And I don't know if all goes. I'll paint it up, give it a few plays, and then I'll do a video, hopefully, on my thoughts on the comparison between first edition and second edition. I think that'd be a good one. Even if there's something out there already, it'd be good for me to do. And then I'll be looking at some expansions for the second edition core rules. So yeah, so it's exciting times ahead. Zombicide 2E, yeah boy. Right, so please give the video a thumbs up if you can. You know, just click that button, that'd be awesome. help me defeat these YouTube algorithms and get some more views in. Thank you. Subscribe. Oh, that'd be awesome. Love my subscribers. Check out Patreon if you want to see a bit behind the scenes. I've got some stuff I want to do for that as well, some more stuff, especially with summer coming up now here. You know, it's getting more and more like summer every day here. And yeah, I will see you on another video. Well, I'll try and see you. I'll be like, you know, but you'll see me on another video. That's more accurate. You'll see me on another video. And remember, until then, all brushes lead to war. Bye for now, my friends. Bye bye.